Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the possibility of the Episode 3 Transcendence DLC being a part of the next Ubisoft Forward event. So real quick before we jump into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my future uploads. So back when Ghost Recon Breakpoint originally launched, they laid out a roadmap to showcase all of the things that were going to be coming in the future of the game in its first year. And with everything going on in the world, pretty much everything has been pushed back since the Episode 2 DLC back in March, because originally the Episode 3 Transcendence DLC was supposed to be releasing in June and running through September, and here we are almost in the middle of August and we have not heard a single thing about it. And this was supposed to be the conclusion of the Year 1 content with the Episode 3 Transcendence DLC. Originally there was supposed to be a new raid coming with this update, but that has since been scrapped, and we really don't have any idea what type of content is going to be in its place. We're also supposed to be getting a new special event, as well as some new maps and Ghost War updates and a new class. So for those of you that remember the Ubisoft Forward event that took place in July, that is when we got the AI teammates for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They showcased some Watchdog Legion. They also had some new information on Elite Squad, Hyperscape, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but at the conclusion of that event, the Ubisoft CEO did say that they did not show us everything, and there is much more to be shown in the next Ubisoft Forward event that is going to be happening later this year. And since that announcement, they did state that this is going to be taking place sometime in the month of September, which would put it around 5 or 6 months after the Deep State DLC was released, and I think this would be spot on with releasing Episode 3 sometime during the month of September to coincide with the Ubisoft Forward event, and then maybe even they drop some information about a possible Year 2 when it comes to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I know the community is stretched very thin. There's a lot of people that are very upset with how the game has played out, but I think long term there will be a Year 2 DLC for this game, because the next Ghost Recon game, if it is even in development at all, it should be at least 3 to 4 years out. I hope the developers concentrate on making a fantastic game and don't try to push one out very soon, because I feel like that was one of their biggest mistakes with Ghost Recon Breakpoint, is they tried to push out a new Ghost Recon game and it suffered immensely because of this. But as of right now, we don't have any hard evidence stating that Ghost Recon is going to be making an appearance at the Ubisoft Forward event in September, but this would make sense being the fact that in October the Year 1 DLC would technically be up, and to go along with that, we don't have any information or any details on what the Transcendence DLC is actually going to be. We obviously have some loose ends at the end of the Deep State DLC with Trey Stone. Sam Fisher was supposed to be going back to the boat and sending in the cavalry, but that's pretty much where it was left at the end of the Deep State DLC. So the Transcendence DLC has to be some sort of a continuation of that, I would think, which then in turn would possibly lead into a Year 2 DLC. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What do you think the Transcendence DLC is going to be? What kind of a timeline do you think is going to be on this? Are they going to be waiting into October or even possibly November before releasing this? Or do you think we're going to be seeing this at the second Ubisoft Forward event in September? I would really like to know your guys' thoughts on this. Also, being the fact that the second raid has been completely scrapped out of the playbook, what sort of content do you think they're going to try to put in the game in its place? But obviously only time will tell, but I am really hoping that this DLC smashes it out of the park, being the fact that this should be the conclusion of the Year 1 DLC for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Also, on a completely side note that is unrelated to this video, maybe we will see some sort of a Splinter Cell tease at the second Ubisoft Forward event. Obviously we have that little Easter egg from the Resistance live event with the new sniper rifle that is in the game that is classified as Sarah Fisher's signature weapon, and like I talked about in the video that I made talking about that topic, that the developers did confirm that that was referencing Sarah Fisher, but that is all that they could tell us at this time. Who knows what that means? Maybe that means that there's going to be some sort of an Easter egg with that in the Transcendence DLC. Maybe there's going to be a branching story with Sam Fisher and Sam Fisher's daughter tied to the new DLC, or maybe it is referencing some sort of a new Splinter Cell teaser for the coming months. To be honest, I'm really throwing my tinfoil hat on with that, because I would love to see a new Splinter Cell game. Yes, this is modern day Ubisoft, so we can only hope and pray that they don't mess this up, because it is one of the most iconic franchises in all of Ubisoft history, and I know all of you guys, and myself included, would really like to see a new Splinter Cell game, but it needs to be done right. And also, maybe at the Ubisoft Forward event in September, we will finally see something about Skull and Bones. That game could definitely be up there and rival Sea of Thieves, especially if they adjusted the gameplay a little bit to make it much more like Sea of Thieves. Being the fact that it does not have a cartoon art style like Sea of Thieves, I think that game will really catch on if it is done right, and if it is still even on the table. Who knows if that project is still moving forward or it was scrapped. We really don't have any details on that. But like I said, that's all for the video. I'm going to stop rambling. If you guys enjoyed it, you are excited about some new content possibly coming out of the Ubisoft Forward event in September, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all content with Ghost Recon Breakpoint as well as Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell moving forward. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.